Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Endless Space 2. It turns out you can get the AI to do basically anything if you put enough colored rocks on the table. So this is our peace deal, a tiny little bit of quadronix, a little bit of orichalcix, an even smaller amount of antimatter. That's all it takes to get us back to peace. This does not guarantee that she won't declare on us again, but it does make declaring on us more costly, and maybe it makes her less likely to. I actually have no idea how the behind the scenes on the AI decision making works. It's possible that being at peace will make it so that she weights the decision to declare on us more heavily. Who knows? But anyway, peace. Look at that. Peace with, 7 players, 8 players? 8 players, because I can count. That's a lot of extra resources coming in through the fair trade bill, and hopefully... Oh, what is this now? We made a deal.
More trustworthy. I can't believe
Wow.
I'm saying this, but we have
All right.
a proposal for you.
I also can't believe you're saying this. It's cool that there's a voice line specifically for I'm going to make a deal with you. I'm offering a deal with you, but I really don't care for you as a person. Also, how on earth is this the result, like our people's current political will? And yet we couldn't win an election with the pacifist party even when we cheated in their favor. That's madness. I wonder if there's a little bit of like random wiggle on election results, actually. It never really occurred to me before, but introducing some unpredictability to this system is probably good in the long term if you're trying to prevent manipulability. So where are we at here? We are 2 turns off of this becoming a colony. I don't think that food ship is going to deliver the food in time, so there's definitely no point. I mean, there's no point in spending the influence to double food output anyway. And over here, we're still pretty far away, right? 12 turns with a food ship Oh, this is a food ship right here. Okay, yeah, this food ship's going to arrive in like 2 turns, and that will finish the colony, because that's a ton of food. That's 200 food. All right, things are going okay. We're getting there. Not quickly, but we're getting there. And is it turn 131 that our truce ends? Yeah, okay. On turn 131, we need to purchase Alioth and Antares, and of course we gotta buy Gem back to use as a bargaining tool in the next one of those, probably. I think we're gonna get there. So what was I doing research-wise? We got our ships going. I should probably be doing this research-wise, right? 15% more influence output. We're going to have to, by the way, I should say, at this point, I am intentionally not winning in other ways, but we could very easily go for a science victory or an obelisk victory, a wonder victory, quicker than we will get our conquest victory. We're still going to do the conquest victory because that's the whole experiment, and like I said last time, I think we're learning valuable things from it. But the way this game turned out, this is definitely not, like, optimal play. Sorry, it's not optimal play for this particular game. Playing in such a way that you learn a lot of new stuff is optimal play in the long run. Let's have a look at this tiny little Craver system over here. It's optimal play in the long run, because obviously you will play future games better with more knowledge. Or at the very least, you'll be better at recognizing opportunities for weird plays, and there is value to it. Look at the size of Tsing's influence bubble. Let's zoom out a little bit here. All of this, roughly, maybe even more down here. I'm not good at... Listen, freehanding a circle is remarkably difficult. This is ridiculous. This is by far the largest influence bubble I've ever seen. Okay. Did I do it? Yeah, I did it. That's right. I am successful because it is not possible to beat my level of empire-wide approval. I hope the player always wins the tie on that. We were doing some searching. We found an adamantium deposit. We found some voidstone. That's cool. And a support module that reduces the amount of damage that squadrons take from flak. That's fine, I guess. Pretty specific.
We have a
Oh, hey, this thing's gonna happen. Oh, this is interesting. Are we allowed to inhabit the lodestone systems? Because there are going to be 11 new systems appearing in a moment here. This quest might actually be really helpful to us. Oh, man. And that's a pretty good reward. The lodestone link. On this side, the reward is also that thing. So, do I want to push for rejuvenation or defense of the current order? Here's the thing. Rejuvenation is going to add religious, political will, and I don't want that. I want them not to win the next election, provided that they're... Oh yeah, there's going to be a next election. We probably are not going to win the game before turn 140. There's something of an indictment of the way this turned out, but what are you going to do? Alright, make me some dust for a while. And we get a new hero, a religious or pacifist hero. Overseer, Guardian, Overseer. Well, I don't love Guardian. Overseer does eventually give us beam counter, but I don't imagine that's ever going to actually... Like, we're not going to get these heroes to this level. Common Touch is okay. Scavenger's kind of like food-based, so... What was our other option? Another Technologist? And I think what we determined last time, yeah, is that I don't really care for the Technologist part of the tree. So, what are you, a Harisham? Wood Svez, welcome to the team. You should probably not... Listen, if you learn anything from this series, what I want you to take away is, don't walk up to somebody and say, what are you, this race? That's not good policy. Boy, we just probably don't need the food, right? Like, we don't really need the industry either, but we don't need the food more. Yeah, let's put you here, and then you get to go to some system where we are gathering a resource that I care about. Beerius? Yeah, Beerius doesn't have a governor. Adamantium is something of a bottleneck for us. Also, there's really no reason for you to try to figure out what race someone is in almost any circumstance, but if such a circumstance does arise, don't guess. Just ask. What are you, a Harisham? What's wrong with me? Alright, people are starving on new planets. Listen, they'll adjust to the new order. We are still having births like crazy. I should point out we have 460 population now. Cravers over their 20-point bonus, so we have a ship cost reduction, Lumeris over theirs, Nashest over theirs, not terribly relevant, although it is nice that we are functionally impossible to invade. Food on these systems. It is worth noting, this is not just like everywhere, this is in places where there are Nashests, so I don't even know where those places are at this point. I've not been micromanaging our population very much, because it has not been super relevant. Alright, we got our first Dreadnought finished. Just leave this here. I'll probably actually leave this in the hangar on Genomos. I don't want the first move of another Craver War initiation to be them destroying the Dreadnought. If they wanna declare, I want to have time to like figure out what to do. Alright, so we've got Arcab, and we need to push on this really hard, really quickly. So we have some influence that we can afford to spend. Microwave pipes are powerful, but not actually that good while the system's still low on population. But if I get them done now, I don't have to worry about them later. And boy oh boy do we have some influence to work with. Also dust. I don't even know what I'm saving dust for. Let's see, we have habitation on a temperate world and a hot world. I mean, let's rush a bunch of stuff, right? There's no reason not to spend... I can't rush the modernization. Yeah, okay, we have to wait for that to finish normally. But we are definitely going to push all of the influence boosts that we can. Even this is probably worth doing right now, and then we need to pop a plus influence hero over here. We're a little short on... Okay, that'll be available next turn to rush. We can wait until then. So let's get a hero over here. Who is doing a thing that's not terribly important? Sing is actually still pretty relevant, because we haven't got Dorado yet, so I don't want to move what's-his-face off of Sing. Genomos is still relevant. Fusha Keencrest is over here, and he is He's producing some influence, but I'm wondering... It's not enough. We need somebody who's good. I'm wondering if the output here is enough that we could pull Lena. What's wrong with this? Why can't I... This construction is no longer valid. Oh, because this system no longer has hot or sterile worlds. Fair enough. Yeah, maybe we pull Lena. I mean, there's still work to be done in so many places. Who else do we have? You don't actually have much in the way of influence production right now. You know, I'd be better off pulling Fuchsia. 10 plus 2 per level. Okay, so 30. But, like, right, the difference between that and pulling Lena over when Lena is producing 50 extra influence per trading company, which at this point is 2 or 3, and then also 15% and also extra influence per citizen, and... Yeah, we should pull either Dimitri or Lena. It's gotta be. Like, this expansion is gonna be so powerful for us. This is really the only place that Sing is pushing that still matters. We could maybe let this slow down a little bit. How much influence is he personally responsible for adding here? It's a lot, right? Because there's a percentage boost involved here. So per trading company, per system, yeah, just a flat 40. That'd be really nice in the new place. Plus 10%. Yeah, I'm going to pull him. We're going to move Dimitri over. He's been the governor of Sing for a very long time, but his skills are needed elsewhere. That was a big boost. And it will only get bigger. So we're definitely going to want this Edenization. We can rush that. Also... Just in case. You know, you can never tell. And we should make a patrol ship here. Because we need to search this Guardian. Okay. That's a good setup. So we picked a team with the UE player, the Cravers. Okay. Most of the game is on our team. Find and orbit a majority of the lodestone systems. Oh, we're actually going to need a bunch of scouts, aren't we? So where are... The lodestone systems are supposed to be glowing right now, right? Let's pin this. Show me something. Okay, over here. That's easy enough to get. We don't have any scouts in our backfield, so... I don't think we have to search any curiosities on them. It might be best... Also, this should be in this order. It might be best if we... change up the design and maybe pull the probes for... Oh no, wait, we have to use the probes to actually see the systems. I can't just tell my scouts to fly out into space. Here it's not a problem, but in most places we're going to have to actually send probes. Yeah, it's fine. Patrol ships are 8 move. It's fast enough. Alright, I should probably, at this point, chill out on the influence spending for a little bit. This probe ship... Yeah, this probe ship can grab that one. I think that's fine. Doesn't actually need to stay around Talitha. Talitha's about to get turned into a proper colony. We might be moving Lena Zelevis actually anyway, because we're going to need somebody to push this. At this point, Canis is developed enough that it will probably be fine on its own without her. Yeah, and I don't want to move anybody out of Genomos. I don't want to move the guy here out of Genomos because he's actually doing good work on Antares. Yeah, we just don't have enough heroes, you know.
I can't believe
Not enough
I'm
relevant
saying
ones
this,
anyway.
The Oregons extend ahead.
Obviously, we will not be doing any of that nonsense. Somebody else invaded 7 systems before I did. Not a big surprise, given the rules we're playing under. Wait a minute, this place doesn't have a Body Language Institute? Okay, hold on a second. I just moved a Body Language Institute up in the queue somewhere, didn't I? Where is that? Because I think what we could do there is cancel it instead. Maybe I thought I did. What is going on with my brain? Right, weren't we just looking at a queue where I moved something? It didn't get finished. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on with me. By any chance, is there any antimatter on the marketplace? There is not. Of course not. Well, we could try to make a deal. We can't quite see that system, so we should probably make a scout over here. We can reveal these systems. I think you don't get to... Like I said, I'm going to try to take it easy on buying stuff out. I think you don't get to inhabit them. I think they just float there, but just in case I'm wrong about that. All right, let's try to make a deal. Somebody's got to have some antimatter. Although, with how highly the AI values stuff,
Sound like when you scream.
that's a weird question. Also, probably like I think that's about the voice our people use. Drink. Oh no, my beard cream. And if you refuse, there will be some basic economic sanctions. How do you feel about this?
Tell us what you plan.
Wow. That's the first time that has worked. Well, that was handy. Yeah, it's crazy to me that Genomos does not have the body language center. That could be changed. Yeah, I may as well just let that finish first. And then we may as well get one running here as well, huh? Okay, one last big influence spend. Can we get these done without really being disruptive? No, we don't have the... Oh, you know what? I could buy them out, though. So we'll use one probe to hit this Guardian and the other probe in the general direction of... I guess there's no lodestone systems around here. What about around here? Looks like no. There's one there. Oh, a bunch down here. Okay, I can reveal that one. We're all friends. They won't mind me traveling along their route network. Alright, and you guys probably should stay right there, or maybe even disband into this queue. Or into this hangar. Because again, I don't want the first thing that happens in the war to be I lose a bunch of ships suddenly. Let's give ourselves a moment to react to things. And then we have a lot of places where we still need to queue stuff. Terran and Savannah are fine world types. These world types could use a little bit of work, though. I guess it's a good idea for us to finish getting industry stuff before we do the terraforming. Yeah, I gotta say, over the course of this series, I feel like I've learned a lot about managing worlds and populations beyond just like, hey, how can I get the best resource output in all situations? Actually, is there any place that needs to have microwave pipes? I'm sure I built microwave pipes on Genomos. Did I do it on Ceres? Because Ceres is actually... Yeah, okay, I did. I'm sure Canis has theirs. Okay. That's a fine place to put some in the queue. As is Tikal. Alright, I think we're good for the turn. Getting pretty close to that big Craver buyout. I've spent a lot of influence, but also we're making a lot of influence. It'll probably be fine. Alright, so we can see their home system of Lacerta. Okay, I think that's our first economy victory warning from the Cravers, so they're still really far out. Our system was colonized. Alright, they feel like they're going to get sneaky with us. They felt the need to warn us of that a couple of times. Seems strange to me. I mean, I assume they're going to declare war on us, and they're going to fail to invade because we're heavily fortified, not just with buildings, but also with citizens who love fighting. Oh, system developments, right. That's a thing I was going to do. This reduces the amount of dust I'm paying for this hero's upkeep. That's something, I guess. This is minus 20% upkeep for his whole system. That's also fine. Pusha Keen Crest over here is, yep, just moving up toward the next tier. Hold on, we'll deal with this in a second. So you need to get to Shaddai. Where else did we just finish making ships? Even to Canis. Best we go to here first. Alright, so the probe's movement next turn should reveal that, and then we can get to it. And this ship over here, which I think is still several turns off of where it's headed. And then we have a ship finished on Arcab.
What do you want?
They don't want me in their systems. I think that that's a problem that's going to resolve itself soon. Or, I don't even know... Wait, where are they? Oh, they're mad about this. Well, I think I'd better refuse, because increased pressure. I guess it sort of didn't matter where I was or what the problem was. They just did an influence buyout on me.
For your deeds, a special place in the void awaits you.
Alright, alright.
If you were more
Back to Cold War, huh? Oh, that's not gonna work for me. The good news is that they're part of an alliance, and I can probably talk one of their other alliance mates into peace. Wow, that's very uncharitable of you there, Tree Man. What have those robots been telling you? 'Cause listen, they got it twisted. This is not the real story. You have been misinformed by a weird robot that, you know, they're mad at me, and I'm not going to say there's no reason, but they're not giving you the straight. Come on. Come on, you all love rocks. We all know you all love rocks. This Quadronix actually, like, did that move the bar at all? It was like here-ish? No, it didn't. They just don't care for Quadronix. Or they don't care for, yeah, Quadronix. Let's see if a little bit more of this stuff will help, maybe? Nope. Alright, well, I'm going to set that back to 15, because I'm going to keep any of that I don't have to give you. And we need antimatter. Let's try throwing in our supply of adamantium here. Okay, that's motion. That was motion. How would you like 100 Hyperium? Because, man, do I not need... Let's start at 75. Man, do I not need all this Hyperium. Okay, that'll do it. We could scale this back a little bit, but also, whatever. Part of the danger of being in an alliance is having other people doing your negotiating for you, on your behalf, and poorly. Alright, why are you... I have no idea why it... You know what, we could maybe reveal this before... that probe has a long way to travel. I was thinking maybe we could reveal this before a probe from here would reveal it, which would lead to us being able to get to the system a little faster, but I think that's probably not the case. Alright, so let's talk about modernization, because we can modernize again. We can throw some Lost Cities artifacts in with this. It looks like we have... Ooh, that's actually a pretty good bonus. And then, like, these are relatively cheap to put in, higher level resources, because this is going to be 125 of these, I believe. That said, I think that's what I'm going to do. Our mining rate on this is 54 per turn, so I think we can afford it. And the trick there is just the Gossamer. Works for me. So are any of our trade routes currently bringing in Gossamer? They are not. Where am I getting Gossamer from? Where in our empire are Gossamer deposits? I actually don't see them. Ah, Megras. Okay. So Megrez needs... Where's that system improvement that lets you get more of something? Is it... Million spaces? Yeah, here we go. Planetary specialization. I think increasing our Gossamer gain is probably more important than having the extra influence output on this one world. Yeah, especially since it's a low population world. We could probably cut the Edenization. So why don't we throw that at the front of the queue? And also, is there any of that stuff on the market? Oh, there's a lot, actually. Okay. Well, that's the plan, then. We have a ton of money, so... Let's zoom out a little bit and get our economy view going. No, that's too much out. Here we go. This is the system trade value, I believe. So actually, the trade value of all of our systems is quite low. The converting 100% of trade value, or rather giving extra influence equal to 100% of trade value, turns out not to really be significant pretty much anywhere. So I guess my point is we don't have to super rush this, except that, right, it's a way to apply more Eden Blossoms to a system, so I do care about that. So... Are there Eden Blossom or Eden Incense? Yeah, okay. We need to buy a bunch of resources. Start running this level 4 modernization. So let's buy 67 of these. A very reasonable dust price. And 90 Gossamer. Also reasonable-ish. We're going to start that big modernization project in a couple of places. Tsing probably is still... Yeah. Tsing's trade value is 16. Alright, yeah, every little bit counts. The sooner we can get Dorado from them, the better I'm going to feel. And is there anything else super important that we have to do this turn? You're still waiting on your probes to move. You actually don't have any movement points left. Okay. Did I miss one? These systems didn't finish building anything, they just are not building anything. We still don't really need the industry. We should probably buff up Quadronix production, given how valuable this stuff is. And what the AI are willing to do for it. And you actually just have, like, nothing to build. Yeah, honeycomb scope, and then 3D print me some dust. I guess. I don't really know how the 3D printing... You print stuff and you sell it to other civilizations? I don't know. I don't know where all the dust comes from. Another victory notification. Oh, I crossed the economy threshold. Okay. So we did this. Work us. It looks like there's nowhere that's worth sending probes. I know that after this step of the quest completes, I believe you have to stay in orbit of the system, so we're going to leave that guy there. Most of the systems, it seems like, are down here in this corner. You know what? Maybe I'm going to have this guy head over here and grab that. And this guy can work toward that one. So let's get you two to call. From there to Oyad, and then from there to the thing that will be revealed shortly.
We have your rational leadership.
The organs extend ahead.
Riftborn talking to me like we're friends all of a sudden. Did they forget what just happened? Or do they want me to forget what just happened? At this point, we're producing way more influence than we need. I guess just go ahead and get these. Who knows? Maybe we'll need them eventually. At some point, our disapproval from over-colonizing is going to catch up with us, presumably. But boy, it sure seems not to be a problem. This whole religious move was based on some things that have turned out not to be the case. Well, let's pull this from the queue, because I can't... Unfortunately, I cannot move these to the front of the queue automatically the way I can with everything else by holding Alt while I build them. Over here, let's swap you to Slag and Sludge. Alright, Archiv's coming along. There's nothing else that I can build here that will give us influence, right? We just need to keep modernizing. Right, for some reason, the population's growing unevenly. I'm not really sure what's... Oh, no, because that's a point of Guardians. Well, they could be producing 2 more influence than they are. Yeah, this is growing quickly. We'll probably be able to get Bonnie and Liesel with this. You had 2 Pardalis, and then we should probably make a couple more scouts over here, right? I guess it doesn't... I don't have to put this up there. It's all within 1 turn anyway. How many scouts can I make? Okay. I can make that many scouts in a single turn. Because it turns out a lot of the lodestone systems are over here in this corner for some reason. We're getting close on this. We're not going to be able to buy Kochab the turn that the truce breaks. It looks like Antares also. But we'll take Alioth and Gem right away, and then this will be soon after. Oh, hey, Decky's still around. Okay, we can do a little bit of work there. Okay. So let's be prepared to mash that buyout button very quickly as soon as our diplomatic status changes. 13k. That system is not worth 13k. Seems like the first one always doesn't go through. Alright, Antares is close. I'm sure the Cravers are going to have some things to say. No, apparently not. This has ended, which is a shame. Man, everybody is blowing us up. What? What do you all want? No. Absolutely not. Why should I do anything that helps you, even if it also helps me? This is probably not super relevant. And this isn't either, though, right? Taking whatever benefits we can find. Lowered upkeep cost? Got the good stuff already. Alright, so next turn we'll take Pardalis. Let's get these scouts out here. So one of you is going to HD 44179. I guess these guys are just going... One of these guys is going to Crass. And you... Let's see, we have somebody on the way to Merope already. Merope, maybe? I don't know. 1, 2... Oh, there's one right here. Huh. Guess head up to Wrath? That's how we'll handle that? Huh, apparently that's faster than heading to Oyad and then coming through. Well, I'll trust the navigation calculations. And over here on Hedar... Oh, wow, we have some real basic stuff to build on Hedar. I don't want to build microwave pipes there just this moment because I want to make sure that we have enough of those resources for other places, enough to go around. Okay, we definitely want to get this going this turn, so I need stuff. I need 1 turn worth of Eden Incense growth, or I could just buy 17 and then also 53 Gossamer. Okay, it doesn't matter which way I do this. Okay. So Arcob's influence bubble is doing some good work. Where are we at on systems right now? 24. 24 still devoted. So I guess we don't have anywhere that we like urgently need microwave pipes. I can just go ahead and build them in the whatever systems seem to need them. Okay, hopefully we'll grab Antares shortly. These two as well. I mean, I think we're on the way. Did I miss? Somehow, a bunch of places don't have anything building. Places that don't show up in my, hey, stuff finished building this turn queue for some reason. We may as well build these. No sense in letting the system sit idle any longer than it has to. We could accelerate our tech, I guess. That's probably better than public 3D printing for now, while we're still trying to work on these good endless technologies. Alright, perhaps unshockingly, this system is like a total mess. The other players do not know how to manage their yards. This could probably go at the end of these. And what have they done to Gem? Well, first of all, they've unedenized a whole lot of it, which is just silly. What a silly thing to do. We should probably rush that. Get a little bit of industry going here. Okay, we are actually good now. So the threshold is 32, right? I only own 22 systems. But this says we're at 24. I know the ownership value is affected by outposts that are not yet colonies, but we don't currently have any of those, so why don't those two numbers agree? Oh, and one of them must not be updating in real time, because we bought 2 systems this turn. That's what it is. Okay, that's not a big deal. Come on. Oh, looks like I probably can buy this next turn, so we just gotta hope that the Cravers don't declare war on us before that. That we hit another notification threshold, which isn't necessarily great, because all of the other players got to see that. Boy, we found a lot of sources of Lost Cities artifacts. Some Dark Glitter. Is our Dark Glitter booster still running? This is the wrong button. It is, for 2 more turns. Okay.
We have your ration.
The Oregons extend a hand.
She is really desperate. Okay, Timos, that was not me, but it was my team. That's good. Okay, so let's have this ship head to Fod instead, because there's one near there. It looks like our team's likely to win. I guess I don't really care about that. Actually, I just care about being the player who contributes the most and gets the quest credit. That might get there in time for it to be meaningful. And then also we'll just, like, out into space. Let's maybe reveal a thing. So you're in guard mode. You need to send this way. Alright, I should be able to start move next turn. Alright, looks like we have no other pressing constructions to figure out. We're probably only a turn or two off of... my guess is probably 2 or 3 here off of Kochab. Probably about the same off of Fatia. Gaining pretty quickly on those two. Antares is close. Turkana and Imnos are not particularly. We're getting on Dorado. What is the influence output here? Wow, 468 already. We've really got that moving. And then we already built the food thing that we could build here, and we have food coming in from our lord, who has some food skills, so we're growing as quickly as we can. Yeah, we're over a food per, or we're over 1 citizen per turn. It's just a matter of actually filling. Alright, we're doing our best. I could send some people over here from, like, from Essa, maybe? That'd speed things up a little bit. Let's move Couple units of beardmen from Essa. Or, actually, hold on a second. Probably some Nearest? Yeah, Nearest. As long as there's one Nearest, we get 10% food growth. So we'll go... a Nearest. And... 2 of these. 3 of those, why not? 2... oh dear, I've already forgotten... Arkhab. Yep. Where Dimitri is. Alright, and then probably you guys could just start planet cracking. I don't see a lot of reason to do anything else. Why do we have so many idle systems every turn? Like, I mean, I know that we're building quickly, but it does seem like these should be popping up in the other pop-up, right? Is there maybe an error that causes... maybe there's a limit to the number of entries that can appear on that table? Let's see here. Okay, that's really growing quickly. Yeah, we're gonna have Bonnie soon. Liesel probably soon as well. Higher level academy heroes, that's fine. Oh, we could start doing autonomous administration gains. I guess, hold on, we should, before we do anything else, we should buy out Antares. Just don't even give him time to declare war on us. At least any more than I already had.
Continued friendship.
We hail your rational...
I trust you no more.
A lot of people remarkably friendly with us, considering how close we are to winning the game. I guess that makes a little bit more sense. Yeah, that makes a little bit more sense in this game than it does in a lot of other 4Xs, because people can win the game off your back by securing a late alliance. Alright, so we'll be able to start moving on that next turn. Oh, it looks like we're not going to get that one. They are already on the way. Alright, I think it's pretty likely... Oh, this did reveal. Okay, I think it's pretty likely we're going to get first place in this quest, which means that we are going to get the sweet reward. It's a building that's actually quite useful. Right, is there anything else that needs to be worked on? Canis needs to keep producing stuff. I have a quest here. What is this quest? Oh, yeah. I guess I sent all of our scouts out. They're all doing very important things. I suppose I should care about that. Let's go ahead and build. This patrol ship will probably never get anything else accomplished, but let's go ahead and do that. You can give it a small amount of XP before it leaves. And then... influence, or approval, rather, approval production. So that's an okay play. So yeah, 1 or 2 more turns, 1 or 2 more turns. Making good headway. What do we need to build here? Actually, this system's not in bad shape. Some microwave pipes here make a lot of sense. Unionization of these planets. Alright, yeah, things are going well. And we've gained some nebular clouds over here. Okay, so that's another 10 influence for Canis. Yeah, things are going alright. Also, we're about to just get plus 15% influence production everywhere, which will help grow these bubbles even more quickly. Even quicklier is something that really, for real, almost just came out of my mouth. Man, we are really bringing in this this dark glitter quickly. Also, we have so many cravers in our systems. I mean, should we boost these guys too? We could try to get to 50. Ignore blockades on trading routes. Actually, it turns out I don't care about that. Yeah, that's fine. I think I just got beaten to a couple of these. Oh, no. I didn't hit this button early enough, and the stupid vaulters ran there incredibly fast. Yeah, that sucks. I hope that doesn't stop us from getting top reward on that quest.
The organs extend.
And there's still a lot of systems yet to be gotten. Are we... yeah, we're the only people moving on Zeturbia. It looks like nobody's headed toward FOD, but also we're far enough away that I don't know that I'd be able to tell. Well, just keep hoping, I guess. There's not really anything I can do about it directly. So this one just happened. That got happened. Also, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous about how many, like, enemy warships are constantly moving through my territory. So yeah, we don't really have a job for this. I'm just gonna put this guy back in the hangar until he is needed. Alright, so we need influence boosts. Yeah, modernization. I mean, just kind of like build everything everywhere at this point, right? More influence leads to the ability to buy more stuff, which leads to us having more influence. And so the beautiful cycle continues. Okay, build all these just in case, and then that, I guess. Actually, we could probably benefit from probing out in this area a little bit more. I'm a little blind over here. Need to get to Deneb. Alright, I need to make sure that I am mashing this, this go fast button, because we could totally get this one. Who else doesn't have a move order? Yeah, I don't actually know what to do with you. Just get to scout out here, I guess. Alright, I'm going to mash the heck out of this button. We are going to get to Deneb before everybody else, I swear. I'm clicking with all of my might and fury. I guess speed is more important than might here, probably. Come on. Go, go, go. Oh, I didn't get it. I didn't get it. Deneb went to the rejuvenators. Wait, is that me? Am I a rejuvenator? No, I'm a defender. Okay, we claimed Zeturbia. Probably not a lot else out here to see, but there is at least one system this way.
Tell us what
obviously, I will not be doing that. Did he declare on me? He didn't. I'm taking it. Take them all quickly, immediately. Alright, it looks like somebody declared on me.
I trust you no more than I would trust.
Somebody trying to use plausible deniability as a weapon, that's who. Well, that's good. That means nobody actually declared war.
is to kill. Our purpose is to kill.
Oh my
I
god.
trust you no more than I would trust.
So many contacts. Oh wait, look at that. The Cravers declared war on me. Who would have thought? How could this have happened, I ask you? Alright, now that we're up here... that doesn't really... a lot of these don't really help us much on our goal. Is there anything else in this area that we didn't finish? Oh, I didn't get the thing that... the even more powerful version of Edenization. We should definitely go get that. It's true, I am close to achieving a science victory. Like, really close. Here, we can't retreat from Deneb. So, I guess I just die. But I go down swinging. Alright, let's queue up a few more things. Microwave pipes. Microwave pipes for everyone. Sure. Just take several turns worth of constructions and don't call me again for a little while. Actually, that was Arcop. I should care a little bit about what's going on at Arcop. Although, I guess there's nothing I can do that will boost our influence output or our food output. I should, however, make sure that this is colonized. Feel comfortable just rushing that. Make sure we have enough population space for growth. Okay. I guess this ship can just go exploring? No reason not to continue learning things about the universe. We're on our way to a place where we can jump to this system, and we still have... Yeah, we still have a ship headed up this way. It's just going to be a while. Oh yeah, the new systems we bought. Right, need orders. Yeah, do all this stuff. These systems are unlikely to contribute very much in the grand scheme of things, but we can at least get them all properly Edenized. Also, I'm still shocked at the number of unexplored curiosities that we are discovering. Oh right, I should, like, do some negotiations. I forgot about the war. It's fairly inconsequential. Let's see, Keen Crest... I don't know, that seems like a lot of industry. Oh! Did I do this? I guess I did. Or whatever. Where's Kochab? Where even is that? I've lost... Ah, yes, I was supposed to set up an outpost on the Kochab system, and I never did, because the Cravers put down their outpost first, but I have now completed the quest because I own the Kochab system. It's just in a different way. Also, there's a political survey, big surprise. Everything is more expensive, probably good for us, we have a lot to sell. Okay, we have a ton of stuff to work on here. And, as you might imagine, 6 million other notifications. I don't care about this at all. It will complete or it won't. Whatever. Also don't care about that.
We have a proposal.
I'll tell you what. One of the best things I ever did in this game was set it so that almost no notifications pop up automatically. I find that very annoying, and on turns like this, it would just be overwhelming. Alright. We're probably getting pretty close to not having anything left to build in a lot of our systems. Guess we should always have that. We don't really need more titanium. We are still going to need to put together some system improvements, or system developments, which is probably mostly going to mean buying a lot of gossamer. Even though the Eden incense cost is super high, like we just have a lot of Eden incense. Let's buy enough gossamer for 2 full system improvements on our own. And then hopefully more will trickle in to fund a 3rd by the time we need another one. Oh, I'm short everything else for this one. Well, that's probably fixable. Actually, I don't know if these are on the market. They really aren't, so actually I'm not bottlenecked by anything I can buy anyway. Well, the good news is this system has a lot of other stuff to worry about. Alright, that'll keep them busy for a while. Hey, why don't you just change everything about the ecosystem of your entire system? How about that? It'll keep you busy. More food, more population space, just more people. Always more people, forever. Alright, so these we're not going to be able to get until 10 turns after we manage to negotiate a truce, so let's try to get on that truce train. I mean, I bet we can just... Oh wow, he's actually not even that resistant to it. We can probably push this over pretty easily. Doesn't seem all that interested in quadronics. Wow. He's really into this stuff. You could probably give him a lot less. I'm going to take this all the way down to a single point of resource. Why even declare? Like, what was the value of even declaring war on me in this situation? You big idiot. And I guess it does slow us down. We were going to have Imnos sooner than 10 turns from now, so... Alright, just head straight for that. I'm not sure that we're going to get to it first. There's a lot of ships flying around all over the place. Not easy to tell the future on this one. We still have 4 turns of movement before we can even send out the probe up there. Hopefully I'm the only player who's actually noticed that that is there. Alright, nano aquaculture is going to be a lot of extra influence immediately. Yeah, look at that gain, jeez. It looks like we're only a couple turns off of having Bonnie and Liesel. What's our mine rate on this? 19.5? Okay, yeah, I don't feel that we need to be careful to reserve that for only the systems that need it most or anything.
You're making this...
So we're just bringing in Hyperium here. We definitely don't need more. I don't care about this, and I don't think it's a good use of our adamantium, so... planet cracking, then. Oh, no, wait. Then planet cracking. We don't actually have intergalactic lectures here. It would be a lot of influence. Alright, let's not put that there. I do want this planet to ask me what to do. Otherwise, I will forget to do that. Did I actually... I think I dismissed that dialogue a little prematurely there. Yeah. You actually have built pretty much everything that matters. I guess make a honeycomb scope and then do this. Oh, sure. Research. I suppose I ought to. Super biofuel factory would be cool in some places, but also I so much don't care about our industry. The thing is, you can convert industry into almost any resource, and in doing so... what else do we want? And in doing so, have it contribute significantly toward any victory type, except for the one that we're doing now. Actually, I want n-dimensional topologies first. Increase our movement speed outside of the star lanes. That'll actually get us to this, to Vorta a little bit quicker. Which we may well need. Also, man, a whole lot of Cravers flying around. Making me very nervous. We're not going to get that. That ship's going to get it because the AI gets to move before we do, it seems like.
Trustworthy than you.
We're going to propose an alliance, but I hate everything about you, she says. Discovered some orichalcics and... okay, just a box that had some titanium in it, I guess. It's fine. I need a secretary. I'm understanding now why people have secretaries. I'm very busy. I do not have time for this. Okay, we really, really don't need to build high serenity programs anywhere. Yes, we could probably put this at the end of that. Okay. What else did we need? Ceres and everywhere. Yeah, I just don't think it's worth spending Quadronix on this. Approval is nice as long as it's free. Is basically where I'm coming down on that now. Don't worry, Decky. Someday you'll catch up with the rest of the systems. Basically, I'm just trying to get them busy so that they stop calling. This is another thing I need a secretary for. Both is kind of a real system. Sort of. Oh, hey. Let's just really drive home that I would like to get a quest from these guys. And there's a pirate system over here, too. You've got to be kidding me. Alright, well, this is a birthday present right here. We are at 27. We're close. This could very easily be 28. I have so much influence. I'm just gonna bump this up until it's plus 25 per turn, so we'll get that quest in 2 turns. And maybe we'll get lucky and it'll turn out to be an easy one. And then we should maybe, like, consider trying to get a colony ship over here. It's not too far from us. It's currently being invaded. So, like, they're wiping it out now. Are my settlers as fast as they can possibly be? Yep, we just don't... Oh, accelerated warp drives. Pretty good. These are new tech. Alright, yeah, that's something. Alright, get me a Settler 3, and we're gonna see if I can actually grab that. Because they're assaulting it, they're gonna clear it out, but I don't see a colony ship. Then again, these guys are Horatio. Horatio does love to expand, so I should probably expect there to be one at least en route. Alright, Fatia still needs... Oh, Fatia has a lot of stuff to do. Explore me some of these. And then, wow, yeah, a lot of very basic stuff to do. We can probably afford to spend a little bit of influence, increasing the amount of influence we're gaining here. Oh wait, hold on. I have another system that was more in need of that somewhere? Boy, I can't remember. We just have a lot of systems, man. We have a lot of systems in need of a lot of things. Let's not, I guess, queue that up early, because we don't have enough materials to build 2 of them. And we won't by the end of next turn either. Alright, is that everything? Are we good? Yeah, we're good. Turns out to be actually an extremely slow victory. That's still a lodestone system all the way out there? Maybe you guys could still be exploring a little bit. Okay, Vorta got grabbed. Ah, right. I wasn't mashing the button. I mean, I wouldn't have gotten it anyway. They get to move considerably before we do for some reason. You... Sure, more influence. Industry, whatever. More stuff. Just get more stuff. That's everybody's orders. Don't ask me for things, get more stuff. There's so many notifications to deal with every turn. Right, even more Gossamer. Make it happen.
We hail your... we've seen eels more trustworthy.
Okay,
You're
so...
making the Sophonoty nervous.
Yep, we're up on some of their systems now. I refuse that. We're being attacked at Vorta by this same person who is a jerk.
We've seen eels more...
Okay, I think we may have just purchased them out of the game. They have 59 ships here. Oh, we are on the cusp. 30 of 32. So what are we waiting on? Really, it's probably mostly the... Let's queue up a bunch of stuff here. Here, search things. Yeah, okay. It's probably mostly the truce, right? Once the truce ends, we're going to get Imnos. Nah, it might take more time than that to get Turkana, though. If we get Imnos and Forest, that's it. Oh, they cleared out the pirates, but they didn't then put down a settler. Oh, wow, we really moved through open space quickly now. It was only like 4 turns? Yeah, alright. Send a probe out that way, and while we're waiting on that, we go down here. Yeah, we actually might get this soon. I was about to wrap up the episode, but no, let's just finish it. Let's see, Essa needs some orders. I mean, honestly, like, at this point, every non-essential system can just go to stop bothering me mode, pretty much. Sure, Genius in the Endless. We're going to be right on the edge of a science victory whenever we feel like it. Oh, actually, OCP Investigation Unit has some value. This really doesn't play into what we're doing at all. And honestly, OCP Investigation Unit's value is low. It's non-zero, but it's quite low. Alright, Bonnie. And then probably not that. There we go. I'll buy these out first, though. You should probably keep expanding. And also Dorado. It's not like terribly important that we get these planets doing things. It's mostly important that we just have them growing. Oh, there's a Tree of Worlds here. Oh, it's not visible. It must be on the back side of the planet right now. Okay, so yeah, get all that done, and then... Okay. Yeah, because all these new systems aren't... They're just not going to produce a meaningful amount of influence or anything, not in time. Alright, let's see what the Pilgrim Quest is, and if it's not compelling, then we will just have to buy them out with influence. Which is certainly something we can do. Do I have to be... Huh. Okay, we'll just buy it out. So actually, I guess what I should really do is press this button until we're at plus 50 or higher.
Continue.
We have
Let's just right-click. Anything that I'm allowed to right-click and dismiss, I will. Terraform a... You know what? I just don't really have time for these tiny little concerns like terraforming an entire planet or saving a culture or whatever. We have bigger things on our minds. Probably this is the right pick. It doesn't matter a whole lot. The next skill point for that hero will be meaningful. Right, a lot of places are getting set in Planet Cracker mode now. I don't even know what I'm going to do with all this science, honestly. You know, under ordinary conditions, the answer to that question would be use it to win. What I'm going to do with it is use it to win, but we're in kind of an unusual circumstance here. So that should become visible next turn. It's weird how moving toward them and then away from them sometimes causes the probe to reveal just a little bit of extra space. So then this guy over here should actually be heading for, like, that direction. Yeah, wow, the distance. I think we're friendly with these guys. I would love it if you guys got in... Wow, that's a very expensive election fiddling. Very strong boost to the selected party. Provides a very strong penalty to the competitors. I don't know, man. It doesn't really matter. Go. Go to the election. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay, it looks like nothing changed. That's fine. At this point, that's fine. So we still might be able to get our colony down here. Turn our outpost into a colony if we are quick. And hey, we did it. We got the lodestone link, which it turns out probably is showing up too late to be of any use, even in this unusually very slow victory. Hero-led fleets clear the fleets of fanatics from the identified lodestone systems. This is somebody else's problem. Wow, these are some powerful effects, though. +4 levels on all your hero, and then also just, you know, all of the resources. Hey, why don't you get all of the resources? And plus 20% critical hit chance. The rewards for these quests are significant. I really wish that these started like 50 or 60 turns earlier so that they could actually be part of the game.
I trust you.
The
And I mean, like, I know that for people who are just starting out, 120 turn victories are not probably the norm, but I think maybe the way it should be set up is so that the speed of those quests showing up scales with the difficulty, right? So they can still start on turn like 130 or whatever, on lower difficulties, but on higher difficulties they really gotta step it up. Yeah, sure, make one of these, and then one of these, and then one of these, and then this forever. Okay, looks like we're finally at the point where I'm not getting asked for a lot of build orders. I guess that's not going to have any effect, right? Alright, let's go explore, see if we can, because we're not going to commit any heroes to this, obviously. Let's see if we can find something worth finding. We are friendly with purple, right? Yeah. We're friendly with everybody who's not the Cravers. They're not going to blow us up just for arriving here. It looks like the only planet that has any food at all is this one, and it's not good. Alright, as long as we don't get turned on here, I think we can probably win this. Yeah, we'll get there slightly before they do. Again, provided they don't turn on us. I'm gonna hit this. I'm pretty sure there's no version of this where a ship actually arrives in time. The closest place is Megrez. Everybody wants to pull from Sing because it has the most food, but that's not very practical. Alright, if purple doesn't turn on us, we're cool here. We won't be able to assimilate until we pass them up on approval, which presumably will happen, I think. I mean, we're contributing an awful lot of approval.
Though we doubt the purity of your...
We have a
Through your actions, this
Everybody else would also like to win the game with us, if that could happen, please. I guess this should be prioritized. Oh. You should probably be specialized. Yeah, okay. Alright, and somebody's putting hits out on my worlds. I haven't seen a pirate mark in quite a while. Yeah, do this, I guess? I don't know. We should continue to increase resource output. Like, it does matter a little bit. But only a little bit. Okay. So what else are we looking at as possibilities? It's pretty much Pegasus, Imnos. Where are we at on this? 4 turns. So on 146 we'll be able to buy Imnos. We might be able to push on Pegasus enough by then. We're not too far off of Soidan. Yeah, okay, we're not far away from the end of this. It doesn't look like we're terribly close on anything else. This is going to be 7 turns, so I think this is probably not going to finish in time. I think the game's going to end before that. Also, what is this ship that I don't... Ah, yeah. I don't know, just hover there, I guess? There's not really a lot of value that this scout ship can do for us, I don't think. Okay, so hunt. You know what? Fluff Petal Gurkzar. This is pretty cool. We haven't been in the game long enough to see this. That eventually you can defeat the pirate guy. Find and defeat the pirate leader's fleet and take his loot for yourself. And it's over here. I mean, that's cool. The instant... Hold on. If we took the... You shouldn't have been able to take their... to assimilate them if we took their sovereignty.
The Oregons extend a hand.
That's not how my understanding of the rules goes, but okay. I guess he was able to rewind time and grab... Maybe it's a reporting bug. He was no longer considered to be their sovereign because he had purchased them. So, like, it unsovereigned him, and then we got the message, and then it finished the process of assimilating them. So I guess this is what we're waiting on. Either Soidan or Turkana. I mean, we may as well send a ship over there, right? Why not? The Dreadnought hasn't gotten to actually do anything. Maybe it can go forth and capture us a pirate. Yep, and then for the most part, it is waiting. So yeah, this has been an interesting experiment, and we've learned a lot of things. I definitely feel more confident that I understand growth now than I did a couple of experiments ago. We should probably keep boosting these, I guess. Every little bit of influence helps. Oh hey, I totally forgot that this was even running.
We have a proposal.
Okay, people are forming alliances and reshuffling their existing alliances, all of which means nothing to us. So apparently we have somebody over here who needs... Oh yeah, this guy. It is, in theory, possible for us to find a system out here somewhere that isn't yet settled. Doesn't seem terribly likely, though. Alright, we're not far off being able to buy Imnos. How quickly is our influence bubble moving toward Turkana? We're actually finishing our turns before the AI does. Not that quickly, it looks like. It's actually going to be several turns at this rate. I guess we could pull... Where's Lena right now? She's still on Canis? Canis isn't close to getting me anything else. We could pull Lena to Sing, because this is still Sing's influence bubble, right? I want to keep Dimitri where he is. We could probably speed this up a little bit. And we'll see which one happens first. Honestly, Soidan is looking like it might be the winner. I actually don't care about anything except stuff that I have to manually refuse. So yeah, it looks like there's just nothing out here. I don't know. Go check that out. They have a lot of arcs. Also, can you believe I still have systems that are not planet cracking? It seems crazy to me. Why do we need to have this many systems? Sure, all this stuff. Probably not that, actually. There you go. Doesn't that all seem productive and useful? Alright, is this the turn? Yep. And then the first one never actually goes through. There we go. That is 31. And yeah, we are still mega devoted, so we're probably looking at like, honestly, we're probably looking at like 4 or 5 more turns yet. Just plan. I don't even have time to give you real orders. Yeah, it's moving slowly.
The unfold.
And we're getting offered stuff a lot. Let's see, it's right here for now. Try to estimate here. Yeah, it's moving forward so slowly. You know what we should do is we should probably bully him a little bit.
What do you sound like when you scream?
Alright, we want to reduce his influence output because that'll make that move a little faster. And I'm going to reduce your influence output if you don't give me... What's something he'll say no to? 144 quadronics. And then we can probably make a similar demand on these guys.
Why are you knocking around?
I will reduce your influence output if you don't give... You know what? We'll go fair, though. I asked them for 144. I'll ask you for 144. I do like to level my heroes and make sure there's stuff actually in the queues, because otherwise they ask you every turn. So there's nothing I can queue up here that's going to take like any time at all at this point. It's just like queue up a ton of stuff. All of the top tier stuff. This stuff is slow. There we go. That'll probably mean we don't get asked for any tech decisions again.
Tell us.
I don't know if there's a quick way to turn off the certain types of alerts just for now. Alright, looks like the pirate guy's just kind of bouncing around. He'll run into us. Okay, so many systems. Mostly, we're just trying to get to the point here where we can press the button that ends the game, but I would like to capture a pirate lord if possible. That's fairly cool. Yep, he's gonna run right into us. This is a really great skill. It's just a shame that it came up so late. Also, the Sophons are actually literally requesting an alliance every single turn. I feel like that is a thing that should not be allowed to happen. It looks like Soidan is maybe only a turn or two out. We're good here, we're good here. Okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna get this before we get that Craver system. And it's a really good thing that that we managed to sneak Arcab away from the Sophons, because it has been very helpful. What? I have an outpost on... Oh. Oh, I totally forgot we were even doing this, because I had just written this off as something that wasn't going to happen in time. So that's... that's kind of whatever, but that means that this, this value is a lie. We're actually at 30. Oh no, it says 31. I thought outposts were included here. Oh, it says colonized star systems. Okay. Oh my god. Why? Why so many notifications?
The Oregon's extended.
Why so many notifications, I ask you? Okay, so I think when this... I had thought that outposts counted toward that number, but clearly they don't. So when this becomes available to buy, I think this turn, that should be the proper end. And at the low, low price of 9,000 influence. Why, it's almost free. Buy it. Do it. There we go. Okay. I believe we are done now. Yep, that says 32, so let's hit end turn. For real, end turn. I am no longer accepting notifications. Well, there we go. 150 turns is a pretty slow victory. But we learned a lot this game. And honestly, like, even with exactly this strategy, exactly this custom faction, I think this game could have gone a lot faster if we hadn't run into not just Cravers super close to us as a rival, but Cravers that had spent all of their early game effort wrapping their empire around ours in a way that is very frustrating and honestly kind of random, because they couldn't have known that we existed when they did it. They were making the moves that made the most sense to them. It's not like it was explicitly for the purpose of slowing me down, but boy did it slow me down. Alright, we don't need to watch that. So yeah, here we are. I mean, our overall score is 1 billion, because every 4X game dramatically overvalues territory in its scoring system, in my opinion, and I think Endless Space 2 is less guilty of that than most, but man, we had a lot of territory. And all of the food. Not actually all of the industry. I mean, Riftborn population units produce 5 industry each, so that's not a big surprise. They should be fairly competitive on Dust and Science as well, but nobody comes even close. Somebody almost had a 1/6 as much influence as we were producing there at the end. Alright, well, like I said, that's gonna be the end of that, and I am intending, to do one more little modification here. When I say little modification, I mean probably build a new custom race from scratch. I want to see if I can speed up the expansion phase. It may not be a full game, but we're gonna try again another sort of pacifist influence expansion thing, really focused on early game expansion, and then from there out to some new weird experiments. So come back next time for all of that, and we'll see you then.